Hello. Welcome back to the Family Office Success Podcast, where we talk all things family office. I'm your host, Christi Van Rite, and today we're diving into a topic that's both exciting and challenging, and that is overseeing special projects. Whether it's building a new home, renovating an existing property, or managing a significant passion project, these endeavors require a lot of time, a lot of coordination, and some expertise. So today's episode, we're going to explore why professional coordination is the key to success of these projects and how a family office can take a lot of that burden off your shoulders, ensuring everything runs smoothly from start to finish. So let's get started. First, let's begin by acknowledging that special projects often come with a very unique set of challenges. They're not your everyday tasks. They typically involve very large budgets, multiple stakeholders, and quite often, a lot of moving parts. For instance, when you're building your home or renovating your property, you're not just dealing with the construction crews. You've got architects and designers and suppliers and sometimes even many times, local government officials that need to be coordinated with. So it's easy to see how things can very quickly become overwhelming, especially if you're trying to manage all of this on top of your day-to-day world. That's where some professional coordination will come into play and really help you out. A family office can act as that central hub, overseeing all of the aspects of this project to ensure that things don't fall through the cracks. So what does professional coordination actually look like in practice? Well, it starts with planning. So in a perfect world, before any work begins, a family office is going to sit down with you to understand what your vision is for the project. What is the best case outcome for you and your family? What's the budget? What's the timeline? By getting all of these details ironed out up front, we are then able to create a very detailed plan that guides every step of the project. That's the beginning. Once we get the project underway, it's about execution. And that's where the real work happens. We coordinate with your general contractors. We help make sure that schedules that you have set are coordinating with schedules that the GC has set, and just keeping everybody on the same page. If any issues arise, let's be honest, they always will. We're there to help you handle them, help the GC keep the project on track, help make sure that if they are needing information from you, that communication is happening and it's happening on a regular schedule. Let's say you're renovating your kitchen. Contractor discovers an issue with the plumbing that wasn't part of the original plan. Instead of turning this into a major setback, we're going to work with the contractor to help find a solution, adjust the budget and the timeline if necessary, see if there's other ways that we can pull forward timelines back a little bit. And we're going to keep you informed every step of the way. This is the kind of proactive management that's crucial to keeping special projects running smoothly. Another aspect of professional coordination is really budget management. So special projects can very often involve significant financial investments, and it's essential to keep a close eye on where that money is going. A family office can ensure that every dollar is hopefully spent wisely, can be tracking expenses and making sure that the project stays within the budget that was originally discussed and or is being updated accordingly because of things that you knew about and agreed to a change in budget or timeline. Let's go back to our home renovation concept. These kind of costs can very quickly spiral out of control if there's no one keeping track. When we're monitoring projects like these, we're monitoring the cost of materials, we're monitoring fees, we're monitoring change orders, and we're ensuring that there's no surprises at the end of the project. This would be considered reviewing draws and working with the general contractor to understand really what's happening and the changes that are being made, because inevitably, again, there's going to be change orders. But the more that we can keep those to a minimum, the better off your budget is going to be at the end of the day. So, if we are going to have special issues that come up, things are going to need to be adjusted. It's just better to know that going in. But, our job is to help coordinate, accommodate these unexpected issues, and discuss with you so you always know what's happening, but you don't have to be in the day-to-day. This level of oversight not only protects your financial interests, but it also gives you some peace of mind. You know that the project is moving forward, and on the little things, they're being handled before they either become big things or things that you don't even have to be dealing with. So, one of the most often overlooked benefits of professional coordination is the time savings it offers. Managing a special project can be incredibly time consuming, especially when you're trying to juggle it with other responsibilities. So by having a project coordinator handle this, you're freeing up your time to focus on, again, what matters to you. Whether that's time with your family, running your business, or just enjoying not coordinating a project. That's what this is all about. Think about it this way. Instead of spending hours on the phone coordinating with your GC and fixing small details, answering small questions, you're not doing that. We're handling the day-to-day details, keeping everything moving forward alongside your GC, and just, keeping you from getting bogged down in the minutia. So it's about convenience. It's about keeping the project moving forward. And it's about getting to your ultimate outcome. That's the important thing for everybody who's working on a special project. Finally, let's talk about some quality control. When you're investing time and money and energy into any kind of special project, you want the final result to meet your expectations. This is where some of that upfront planning, that having someone like a family office who's playing that coordinator role, playing that integrator role, becomes really crucial in maintaining some of that quality control throughout the project. We're asking for pictures, or we're on site. We are making sure that things are, we're working with the contractor to make sure that things look the way that they're supposed to do, and that the ultimate outcome is, going to meet the agreed upon standards that you've set out from the beginning. It's that last, they always say it's the last 5%. It's the attention to detail that what sets apart a professionally coordinated project from one that's just kind of going and, you've said what the goal is for the end, what would make a project a success, and hoping that it gets there, rather than hoping it gets there by having a special project coordinator on the job. You have a much higher level of assurance that what you said you wanted is actually going to happen. So by the time the project's complete, it should reflect your vision that was set out in the very beginning. So I will tell you that overseeing special projects can be a really daunting task. It can be daunting if you have a whole bunch of other things going on in your life. It can be daunting if you've never done it before and you don't really have the time and it's sort of a second job. But if you have some professional coordination, it doesn't have to be. Again, having a family office to provide the coordination, to help with the execution, to help with the budget management, to review and approve draws before they come to you, the time savings that it's going to give you back, and the ultimate quality control is what you need to help ensure that your project is a success. So whether you're building a new home, you're renovating a property, you're managing a significant passion project like an airplane or a yacht, just know that professional coordination really does allow you to focus on the end result knowing that all the details in the middle are going to be handled with care. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're looking for more ideas or want to connect for services or training or ideation, please connect with me on LinkedIn or check out our website, whiteriverconsultants.com, and subscribe to our newsletters. If you want to take your family office services to the next level, join us in the Academy, where we can help you manage some of that chaos and help create better outcomes for the families you're serving. Thank you for joining me today on the Family Office Success Podcast.